coming up. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and Dave Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to put it away to start this game. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28.
And they are trying to control of the environment. I don't think that's a international.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
Actually, I was going to say, technical speed.
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Holds and fires complete to the line. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level. Just take
got some room in under the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't fall over in your seats.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the right side. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards, down at the 13. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
and who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll ride Davis here. He has the first and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires downfield. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got some room to run.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. With the catch, it's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The give to the left side. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now final. Here's a quick recap. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Fun one in the Big 12, and they generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for pole position.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 in that play.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll break up this drive with the pass. He put some heat on that one down the middle. He's got another one. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there. A difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense player.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Hart. It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Texas A&M going quickly. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes one. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find the man.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better time to complete that throw. You just didn't have it that day.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Handoff to the lone back. Makes it past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. First half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the ground, it's Tatum.
They just did a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job, be stout in front, stuff the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101, stuff the run first.
Brings into the open. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the lone back. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. After run, now throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
It's complete to the right. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Barrels ahead. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooner! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Well, they may have to give this guy a homestead exemption in the end zone. He spent so much time in there, and we're not even at halftime.
I lost count. I wrote that probably on your stat sheet. Goodness gracious. That's at least 3 that I can remember. So he's having a heck of a day.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Bussy. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's hard. Just a short pass to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Holds it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. On target. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is his business. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
The magic bean is spinning out of control.
Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Wants to go up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To throw, it's Hart. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Big fella moving. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
But
They'll immediately call timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Okay. That's 6. Take it out here. I'm saying, what are they?
The Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hart. They get to him as he throws.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they could break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussy. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Gonna let it fly. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Texas A&M going quickly. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Third and short now from their own 48. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Aggies are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Davis. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, Aggie. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Makes the catch. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what...
Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Sooner. And the pummeling has started.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball up? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to Pacer. This guy has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And let's take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Penn State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the moment.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Catch in the middle. It's Armstrong. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he makes the extra point. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a...
Turning it on! Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. Quarterback making checks. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They try to get it outside on the left. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed up.
Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He slings it deep to the left. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I've really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The girlfriend's children were the ones that called police.
On the run, it's Tatum. Got enough for the first down. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Toss to the outside. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. The offense changing the play. They'll go to the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The Sooners need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete on the right side. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Hart. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fired.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like they're down on the other side, they have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in, I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
And back to the air on second down. Finds his man, it's Davis. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Dumps it to the back. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well,
It's
I
a
want
nice
to be
adjustment
bald.
by the defense here with a big lead
So
in the
that's my
game.
man.
You're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This time he's got it. There he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Damn, man.
A&M comes back out with another first down.
He has done this before.
Looking downfield on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw. It's Hart. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous running gift, but instead will just go over the loss. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them that they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Paul.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.
And you said you seen the gun? What do you tell me it look like? It's a small black old picture. What is it? It looks different. Is it dark brown? Yeah, it's dark brown. I think does it look like how our gun